Lagann is a gunman, the series name for mechs, that appears as a compact machine shaped like a large squat head with small retractable limbs. It has a bold, heroic face, accented with blue highlights and large expressive eyes. Its most recognizable feature is the oversized conical drill that can extend from the top of its head or from its hands. Lagann is a single-seat mech with an open canopy piloted by the protagonist Simon, and it is activated using a core drill that functions as a physical ignition key. Compared to most other gunmen in the series, Lagann is extremely small, roughly the size of a small car or a large person, about 1.5 to 2 meters tall. It is light enough to be carried or thrown by larger mechs. This small size is intentional. Lagann is designed to act as the bolt that connects and stabilizes larger machines. Lagann's signature ability is its power to merge with and take over other gunmen. By drilling into another machine, it injects Simon's spiral power into the target, rewriting its structure and allowing the two to combine. It also channels Simon's willpower directly into raw physical force. When Simon's determination peaks, Lagann's drills can pierce materials that would normally be indestructible. Fueled by life energy, Lagann can even regenerate minor damage and adapt its form in the middle of battle to match its pilot's needs. Gurren Lagann is the combined mech created when Simon's Lagann plugs into and takes control of Kamina's Gurren. The fusion symbolizes the unbreakable bond between the two pilots and becomes the foundation for all the increasingly cosmic transformations that follow in the series. Visually, Gurren Lagann is a rare double-faced mech. Its main body resembles a large red humanoid with a bold face built into its torso, complete with oversized sunglasses across its chest. These sunglasses are more than decoration. They can detach and function as sharp-bladed weapons. Lagann rests on top of Gurren's neck and serves as the head of the combined form, completing its distinctive silhouette. In its standard state, Gurren Lagann is a tactical-sized mech standing roughly 15 to 18 meters tall, about the height of a classic RX-78-2 Gundam. It is heavy enough to crush buildings underfoot, yet it remains extremely agile thanks to its living spiral power energy source. Its size is not entirely fixed. As Simon's spiral power grows stronger, the mech can bulk up or extend its limbs to handle the increased energy output. Gurren Lagann's abilities are driven almost entirely by the pilot's will and imagination. Its signature power is the ability to generate drills from any part of its body. Its ultimate attack channels an enormous amount of spiral power into a single weapon called the Giga Drill, usually formed on its arm, which can expand to several times the mech's own size. Beyond offense, it can sprout drills for defense, movement, or ranged combat. At higher power levels, Gurren Lagann begins to defy normal physics. It can break through dimensions, move at impossible speeds, and even force itself back together after sustaining heavy damage. After merging with airborne enemy gunmen mid-battle, it also gains the ability to fly using spiral power. Arc Gurren Lagann is the super dreadnought evolution of Gurren Lagann, formed when it hijacks and merges with the Arc Gurren, a colossal city-sized spaceship. Unlike the original scrappy junk metal aesthetic, Arc Gurren Lagann adopts a sleek monolithic design with broad shoulders and thick powerhouse limbs, giving it the physique of a titan or heavyweight boxer. It retains the iconic red and gold color scheme, but glowing green circuitry or spiral energy veins now course through its massive body. The original Gurren Lagann serves as the core brain, piloting from the head or bridge area. The size increase is staggering, from building size to city-sized. Arc Gurren Lagann stands around 5 kilometers tall, roughly 300 times taller than the standard Gurren Lagann. Its fingers alone are the size of skyscrapers, turning the mech into a literal humanoid fortress. At this scale, combat is no longer about simple punches. Arc Gurren Lagann warps space-time itself, delivering blows that punch enemies through dimensions. Its signature attack channels an immense amount of spiral power into its fist, sending opponents flying not just through space, but through the very fabric of reality. It can also generate the Arc Giga Drill Break, a supersized version of its classic finishing move. These drills are large enough to dwarf mountains and pierce through capital-class space fleets, making Arc Gurren Lagann a near unstoppable force on a cosmic scale. Super Galaxy Gurren Lagann represents the series' full leap into cosmic scale insanity, leaving conventional logic far behind. This ultimate form is achieved when Simon and the team take control of the cathedral's Terra, a moon-sized fortress, and infuse it with enough spiral power to transform it into a humanoid war god. Its design is imposing and regal, less like a machine and more like a golden deity of battle. The mech's most striking features are the two massive planet-shattering drills mounted on its shoulders, and a glowing red, multi-pointed, star-shaped visor radiating raw energy. While it retains the classic red, chrome silver, and glowing gold accents, highlight the incredible density of spiral power contained within it. The scale is unimaginable. Super Galaxy Gurren Lagann is literally moon-sized, standing roughly 3,474 kilometers tall. Its sheer mass generates its own gravitational field, and if it were placed on Earth, its head would reach well into the exosphere, while its feet would obliterate entire continents. At this level, combat is no longer conventional. It warps the very laws of the universe. The shoulder drills can shift to its arms, merging into a single colossal drill capable of tearing through the fabric of the anti-spiral's pocket dimension, making it one of the most devastating attacks in the series. Among its other broken abilities, it can fire probability-altering missiles that don't just track targets, they rewrite the laws of probability itself to ensure a hit, even against enemies phasing out of reality. Super Galaxy Gurren Lagann can also detect and move to any point in space or time, guided solely by the thoughts of its pilots or the presence of opponents, cementing its status as a near omnipotent force. Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann is not simply a machine, it is the physical embodiment of Team Daigurren's collective will, brought to life inside a pocket dimension where thoughts can directly shape reality. At this stage, the mech is no longer made of metal. Its body is composed entirely of condensed spiral energy, turning it into a living construct of pure power. Visually, it resembles an enormous glowing green evolution of Gurren Lagann, with more organic and demonic features. Its body appears to be formed from swirling emerald energy, and instead of a cape, a towering pillar of green flame erupts from its back and head like a wild mane. Its chest contains the previous Gurren Lagann forms nested within each other, similar to Russian dolls, symbolizing the evolution that led to this ultimate state. Its face carries a fierce, godlike expression framed by a massive spiked visor. The scale of Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann is almost impossible to comprehend. It is multi-galactic in size, estimated at around 10 million light years tall. During the final battle, it stands on galaxies as if they were stepping stones and dwarfs entire galactic clusters. Despite its unimaginable size, so vast that light would take millions of years to travel from its feet to its head, it moves with effortless speed because it no longer obeys conventional physics. Its abilities match its scale. Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann can perceive countless timelines and select the outcome in which it achieves victory. It can strike opponents across the past, present, and future at the same time, effectively transcending linear time. The mech can manifest any weapon its pilots imagine, forming drills, shields, or twin swords directly from spiral energy. Its version of the Giga Drill break produces a drill several times larger than the mech itself, stretching hundreds of millions of light years. When it clashes with the anti-spiral, the energy released is portrayed as comparable to the birth of a universe, marking one of the most extreme displays of power in anime. Super Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann represents the absolute peak of spiral power. It is an ethereal, godlike being of light that transcends the concept of a conventional mech. This form appears as a colossal glowing green entity shaped like a divine version of Kamina, complete with his signature pointed sunglasses and a vast flaming cape. Its body is made entirely of super spiral space energy with no solid armor or mechanical structure. Instead, it exists as a shimmering, translucent manifestation of Team Daigurren's combined spirit. Nested deep within its head lies Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann, and all prior forms layered inside one another. The scale of Super Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann is portrayed as one of the largest entities in fiction, estimated at roughly 348.48 billion light years. Compared to the observable universe, which has a diameter of 93 billion light years, the Super Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann is at least 3.7 times taller than the observable universe. In the film, entire galaxies appear like grains of dust drifting around its feet. At this level, it functions as an almost omnipotent presence within its dimension. Its ultimate technique, the Super Tengen Toppa Giga Drill Break, transforms its universe-sized body into an enormous drill. When this attack clashes with the anti-spiral's counterpart, the resulting energy is so immense that it destabilizes and collapses the surrounding dimension. The drill itself is depicted as vastly larger than the mech, stretching to a scale that surpasses the size of the known universe. Powered by limitless evolutionary potential, Super Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann can manifest matter at will, nullify attacks, and ignore fundamental physical laws, including the limits of space and time. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more.